Hello. The question I've been sent is, what is remarketing and should I be using it? Yes, absolutely 100%. You should always use remarketing if you're allowed to remarket on Google, because there are certain niches like medical. If you are a medical clinic or in the medical niche, you're not allowed to remarket. But if your products or services are allowed on Google to be remarketed, then that's the first thing you need to do. But to be able to remarket, you need to have an audience size, a decent enough to remarket to. So you'll have different channels to your website where you're getting traffic from email, Facebook, TikTok, organic SEO, or any other channels. So you've got a pool of audiences visiting your website. Not every website visitor will convert or take the call to action which you're asking them to do. Most of them will go away or bounce off the website without taking that call to action and without converting. So we need to first of all segment these audiences out to be able to run a really good remarketing campaign, because you don't want to target everybody. What I mean by that is, if somebody lands on your website and bounces off after 5 seconds or so, you want to take them off your list because they're not interested. They clicked a link or the ad by accident and they came to your website, or they clicked on your ad or your link thinking that yes, they've got what they're looking for, but when they landed on your website or landing page, they didn't like what you offer, it wasn't the right product or service for them, or something else, and they just went away. So we want to get rid of those people. Target, remarket only those people who showed an interest. So how can you ascertain whether somebody visiting your website is interested in your product or not? Without having to spend inexpensive apps or third-party apps. I'm not saying expensive, they are very good. So something like Hotjar, it will record the session of your website visitors to see how they are engaging your website, how they're scrolling and so on. But there are lots of other tools as well, including GA4, which is the Google Analytics. So what we can do is set up an audience where you can say time on site. How much time did they spend on my website? So if you feel that 2 minutes or more is a good amount of time, then you start tracking them. How many pages they visited per session? Did they just visit one page and then they went away, or did they visit multiple pages? If you are sending the traffic from your ads to your website, because quite often we send them to a dedicated landing page where there's only one page and there's nowhere else to go. Scroll depth. How far down the page they scroll to, because now they're consuming your content. Video click buttons. So embed a video on your web page or your website. Did they click on the video button? How long did they play for? Now if you are on my web page and you click the video page button, I can see how much video you viewed. And secondly, obviously you are sitting on my landing page, the time on site also increases. So I know you are interested in my message, my offer, or my product or services. So first we need to do that. Go after those people who were just on the edge or borderline but did not convert. So that's what we want to go after, because you're going to bring those unconverted visitors back to your website. So you can do this in a number of ways. First, you can set up a Performance Max campaign, and then it's going to go out on all the Google channels and networks, including, I think there are 7, search, display, video, discover, Gmail, maps. Can't remember the last one, but they keep adding more and more. So they'll go out everywhere. But then you need to put all the assets in that Performance Max. Don't just put in the headlines and the description. Make an effort, put in the banners, attractive photos of your product, lifestyle images, if required, headshots of yourself, if it's a brand campaign or you are personally promoting yourself as an expert in your niche. Give video content to Performance Max as well. And then it's going to use all those assets to go after those unconverted visitors who were on your website and did not convert, and bring them back, hopefully to convert. Then you can set up a video campaign just on YouTube or display network and so on. So there's lots of ways to do that. You can set up a remarketing campaign and bring those visitors back to your website. After brand campaign, which is a must, I'm going to talk about brand campaigns in a separate video. The second most important campaign is the remarketing or the retargeting campaign. As long as you got enough audience size. If you're a small business and you don't have enough audiences or enough traffic to your website, let's say you only get 300 visitors per month onto your website. It's not a big enough audience, but then you can set up a cold campaign to bring visitors to your website who have never heard of you or your business before. And with cold traffic or direct traffic, you can build up that audience very quickly into thousands and thousands of clicks on your ads, and without costing you an arm and a leg. So yes, remarketing is critical for the success of any campaigns, be it Google Ads, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. You've got to run remarketing. Another good tip, I should say top tip I will give you is, if you are very limited on budget, then what you should do is remarket to all these social media channels. Set up an ad account on Facebook, well, Meta, Facebook, Instagram is the same, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest. There's so many channels. Traffic is not a problem. And then put those tags, even if you're not running a remarketing campaign, put the tags from each one of these networks onto your website and start tracking them. And you start to build up that audience. And when you're ready, or when you have got enough cash to remarket to, then you go there. So let's say I'm running Google Ads and I'm driving traffic to my website, and I've got tags for Facebook, Insta, well, Meta, TikTok, LinkedIn, all these. So I can then go, even though they've come to my website through Google, I can remarket to them on LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok, and so on. So hope this helped. And if you have any questions, please do send them in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer them for you. Thanks for watching. And if you like content like this one, I'd truly appreciate if you give it a little thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Bye for now.